Okay, good morning and welcome to the class. Those who have joined a little late, please do not forget to put your names in the chat box. This is a repeated instruction because you have to earn your attendance this way only. Please don't miss it. All right. Make it a habit as you join the meet. You will put your name with your class and the roll number in the chat box. All right. So now we will take up the questions in exercise 6.2, which majorly depends on the two theorems that we have seen so far. That is the basic proportionality theorem and its converse. So using these two theorems, the solutions for these situations given to us in the problem in exercise 6.2 is what we shall see today. Okay. So first I'll take up the first problem in exercise 6.2. I hope you have your textbooks and your notebooks with you ready here. So I don't see the necessity of projecting the question on the screen. Otherwise, you must tell me if you are not having a textbook even till now, whether it is a soft copy which you have downloaded and taken a printout or a physical textbook, please do have a textbook with yourself. From the next class, you must be writing one theorem before the begin of the class and show it to me. How you will show it to me, I will decide. But every day, because two theorems are done and we have to know how to write the proof with the statement for these two theorems, it is a practice in my classes. That is in the geometry classes, when the theorems are done, the next class onwards, you should be able to recall this on your own. And this will have assessment going on with it. You will be awarded marks for this also, because there is some learning which is going on here. So tomorrow onwards, you will be writing the theorems on your own without looking into your notebook or the notes or the textbook, so that you get enough practice in writing the theorem. Because these are going to be direct questions where you can score. The question would be state and prove the basic proportionality theorem. So you should know the statement, you should know how to give the proof. The proof has been discussed very extensively 2 times already. Once the video was shared, yesterday I have very briefly discussed how the proof has to go on. So by now you should be in a position to understand and rewrite the proofs on your own. All right. So tomorrow onwards, we'll do that in the first 5 or 10 minutes in the class. All right. Where you will write, how you will write, all that I will tell you tomorrow. We don't have to maintain a separate notebook for that. We will turn over the notebook, and the rear side of the notebook, we will start recalling one theorem per day, because these theorems will get added on and on. Now you have only 2 theorems to study and recall. Next, once the similarity criteria are coming in, then you will have 2 more or 4 more theorems getting added. Then later on, we will go to the Pythagoras, its converse, areas of similar triangles. So on the whole, you may have 7 to 8 theorems to be learnt and practiced in this chapter on triangles itself. Later on, we will go on to the circles where we will have more theorems. So please do not postpone your learning. Please see that you're up to date in your learning so that you don't get into problems. Clear? I'm not demanding too much from you. It is only one theorem per day. I will tell at the end of this class what you have to come prepared for. That you will come prepared and write very, very honestly. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So now we will go on to exercise 6.2. I already have the diagram on the board. I hope the board is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is exercise 6.2, where we are going to use the basic proportionality theorem. Just apply it to find the missing distances of the lengths of segments. All right. So the question goes like this. Please keep your textbook open with you. You will be drawing the diagram in your classwork and also finding the solution using the PPT. You will do it along with me. All right. Though I am sending you the recorded video, please try to complete it along with me. In case there are some problems in writing and then completion is not happening along with me, you will definitely get the recorded video. You can play back and complete it. But on the whole, try to do it along with me in the class itself. The recorded version will help you to further clarify your doubts if you have any. All right? Okay, the first problem. In the given figure, in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. So it is given that the line DE is already parallel to BC, where BC is one side of the triangle and DE is a line which is parallel to that side BC in the given triangle ABC. And then there are a few segments given. The length of AD is given as 1.5 The length of BB is given as 3 and the length of AE is given as 1. You are asked the length of AC. What is the measurement of AC? Now when I have a triangle ABC such that there is a line which is parallel to one side of the given triangle, then according to the BPT, can I apply the basic proportionality theorem on this triangle ABC? Is the condition appropriate for me to apply the basic proportionality theorem on triangle ABC? What does the basic
Yes, ma'am.
proportionality theorem tell me? In a given triangle ABC, if there is a line intersecting any two sides of a triangle such that it is parallel to the third side, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So if I apply the basic proportionality theorem on this triangle ABC, then according to the BPT, because DE is parallel to BC, I can tell AD by DB will become equal to AE by EC. So this is what my basic proportionality theorem tells me. If there is a line such that it intersects two sides of a triangle in distinct point and it is parallel to the third side, then it divides these two sides in the same ratio. That means DE is dividing AB as AD and DB. And the same line DE is dividing AC as AE and EC. Now according to my basic proportionality theorem, if the line is parallel to the third side, then the ratios of these two, that is AD by DB, will be equal to AE by EC. This is what the BPT tells me. Now, out of the four segments, AD, DB, AE and EC, only EC is the unknown thing for me. So I substitute the values as it is given. AE is 1 and my EC is the unknown quantity. Alright. So I have to find out EC by using the BPT. So I cross multiply. I get 1.5 times EC equals 3, or EC equals 3 divided by 1.5, which is 2. So I have used the basic proportionality theorem to find the length EC. Because out of the four segments, 3 segments are given to me in the problem. I have simply used the basic proportionality theorem to find the fourth segment. Is it clear? All these are probable 1 mark questions in your board. Because the diagram will be there, then they'll ask you to find EC. You should be in a position that this is an application of the basic proportionality theorem. That understanding you must have. Once you know that, you will just substitute it and find the missing segment. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So apply the same thing in the second diagram there. Again, you have a triangle ABC where BE is given parallel to BC. The condition is the same. A triangle ABC is there where BE is a line intersecting two sides of the triangle at B and D, and it is parallel to the third side. So the condition for the BPT is wholly satisfied there. So what can I do? I can apply the BPT here also. Here AD is the missing segment. AD is not known. DB is given, AE is given, EC is given. So according to BPT again on the triangle ABC, AD by DB equals AE by EC. Alright, again now substitute. AD is the one you require. BC is 7.2. Sorry, BD is 7.2. AE is 1.8 and this is 5.4. So once again you require to cross multiply. I think I'll write it here only so that it is visible here. So when I cross multiply, I get 5.4 times AD equals 1.8 into 7.2. So AD will be equal to 1.8 into 7.2 whole divided by 5.4. So 18 tables, if you know, 18 threes are 54. So it will go 3 times. Again, when 3 is there, here 3 2s are 6, you carry over 1, 3 4s are 12, so it is a 2.4. So your AD is 2.4 centimeters. I hope all the simplification is obvious for you. You know how to simplify. Any doubt you can ask? Because this is also another probable question in the basic proportionality theorem. One is the direct proof will be asked. State and prove the basic proportionality theorem. On such problems where you can apply the BPT to get the missing segment is another variety of problem, which is most probably going to be asked in the objective questions. Because this will hardly take you 1 minute to complete it. So this is a probable 1 mark question.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, shall we note it
Ma'am,
down?
what is
Yeah,
it? Ma'am?
please. That's why I'm giving you this pause. I said you will do it with me. Please write it down fast. I
In the
cannot
last
wait for a long time.
AD
Don't be
equals,
disappointed
that
if
number
I
is not
wait
visible.
because anyway I'm
Yes, ma'am,
recording.
the
I'll send the recording to you. Yes.
Ma'am, the AD equals, that number is not visible actually.
2.4. You can cancel and find it yourself. 1.8, 3 times is 5.4. 2.4 times is 7.2. That simplification you please do it. You are in class 10. Okay, so we will move further. Look at the second question. You will get this recording, don't worry about the notes completion because anyway the recorded video will reach you. Now please concentrate on the second question. I'm not going to do it, I'm just discussing this with you. Maybe I can draw the diagram on the board for more clarity. Because here also I have a video which I can share with you where the entire 6.2 is discussed. I have done it last year for the last batch. So I don't want to simply waste time recording it again and again. So this exercise 6.2, I will, after the class, along with this video which I am recording, I will share the previous year's video also where I have discussed 6.2. So you can use that to complete the exercise maybe. Maybe the whole exercise within one class I wouldn't have done. I would have done it as 2 classes. So one by one I'll send it to you so that you can sit down there, understand the problem and do it. If there are any doubts in tomorrow's class when I meet you, you can ask me. Alright. Now anyway, the second one I'll put the diagram on the board. The diagram is like this. Actually, there are 2 triangles you should be able to see there. And there are so many segments in between. A, M, this is B. Then you have an N, this is D, and this is C. So this is the diagram given. And it says E and F. Sorry, this is not the diagram for second one. This is for the third one. Okay. I'll come back to the second one a little later. Look at the third question. This diagram is for the third one. In the given figure, LM is parallel to CB. So LM, this segment, LM is parallel to CB. It is given. And also it is given that LN is parallel to CD. So this is LN is parallel to CD. I have put a double arrow there. So these 2 lines are parallel and these 2 lines are parallel. It is given to us. And what is asked? Prove that AM by AB, I have to show AM by AB equals AN by AD. This is what I have to show. So here I am seeing 2 triangles, one on the top and one at the bottom. Are you able to see 2 triangles? One is A, B, C. The other one is A, B, C. So in the top triangle or the one which is sitting on the top, A, B, C, ML is parallel to BC. So these are 2 parallel lines in the triangle ABC. So here are you able to see the basic proportionality theorem? Don't forget about the bottom triangle, only look at the top triangle. Here you have
Yes, ma'am.
the segment ML parallel to BC. Like you had DE parallel to BC, here you have ML parallel to BC. So can I apply my basic proportionality theorem on the first triangle?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So what will it be? So in
Yeah.
triangle ABC, I'm using a different color to show that I'm concentrating on one triangle. In triangle ABC, AM by MB Like we had AD by DB, I have AM by MB will be equal to AL by LC by the basic proportionality theorem. So I have applied the basic proportionality theorem on the first triangle. This is the triangle I'm talking about. Right? In the same way, so this is one equation, I will leave it as it is. This is the equation 1. Now coming to the bottom triangle. There's one more triangle at the bottom. What is the triangle? Please name it. The triangle at the bottom.
Ma'am, AD.
And in this ADC, LN is parallel to CD. Again, can I apply the basic proportionality theorem on this triangle?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will write in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, LN is parallel to DC. So I am applying the basic proportionality theorem here by BPT. So which are the segments you have? AN by ND will be equal to AL by LC. Can you understand how the basic proportionality theorem works there? This is happening only because there is one segment LN which is parallel to the base of the triangle. So according to the BPT, it will become AN by ND equals AL by LC. So this is another equation I have because I have applied the BPT on the second triangle. Now look at the first and the second equation. Look at the first and the
Ma'am,
second.
the left hand side is same.
Compare the LHS and the RHS. Compare the right hand sides and the left hand sides of the equations 1 and 2.
Ma'am, the right hand side is common.
So what can you tell about the right hand side of both the equations?
Ma'am, they are common.
They are the same. They are not common, they are the same. So in an equation, two equations, if the RHS is equal, then automatically the LHS will become equal. This is a basic rule in simple equations. So I can tell from equations 1 and 2, because the RHS is already equal, I can write AM by MB equals AN by ND. Correct? So I get this. The left hand sides have become equal because already the right hand sides are equal. Now is this what I wanted to show? I wanted to get this.
Yes, ma'am.
From here can I get this? How can I reach here? Adding 1, subtracting 1 to both sides of the equation.
Ma'am, you can add
What
one.
will happen if I add 1 to both sides of the equation? See how it works. All this adding, subtracting and all depends on how you see the equations. So it will become AM by M plus MB whole divided by MB equals AM plus MB by MB. I've just added 1 to both the sides, LHS and RHS of the equation. So AM plus MB. AM plus MB. What will it become?
AB.
I add AM and MB. What should it become?
AB.
AM added to MB, two segments AM plus MB will give you the entire length AB divided by MB. Coming to the right hand side, it is AN plus ND. If I add AN and ND,
AD.
what should I get?
Ma'am, AD.
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 Yes, somebody is asking me something. Yes, go ahead. Any doubt?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, we are telling just AD.
Okay, AD. So AM by MB has become equal to AD by MD because I added 1 to both sides of the equation. So is this what I want? No. Still there is something which I have to do to reach here. What should I do?
Ma'am, can you turn the screen little for that side?
Yes? Still I have not reached here. Now what to do? I have reached AM B and AD by ND. Somewhere I have got AB and ND, but I want AM and AN. Any guess how you can reach here? Otherwise also see, if you think adding this one or subtracting one, taking reciprocals and all is very difficult. There are alternative ways of representing the BPT. I have given you only one ratio yesterday. Whenever I apply BPT, I know AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. There are alternative ways in which the same BPT can be applied. So that also I will give you today so that you can directly use it. All right.
Can we
So
subtract
there is a little more work here with the fractions that I have to do. So I will just stop here and get back a little while later. Now there are something called corollaries for the BPT. I forgot to tell you yesterday. The BPT has got only one result so far that we have seen. If a line is intersecting two sides of a triangle in two distinct points and parallel to the third side, then immediately we know it divides the other two sides in the same ratio. So we got that ratio like this when we applied, right? But apart from this ratio, there are 4 or 5 more alternatives which are available because of the BPT. That I shall write it here quickly. This part I'm going to clear in the hope that you have already written it, or otherwise look at the video later on. I'll come back to that a little later, because for the first activity on verification of BPT, you should know these corollaries. What is a corollary? Do you have any idea what's a corollary? You should have read it in the grade 9. What is a corollary? A theorem will have corollaries which follow. Are you aware of that? This silence is killing me. I don't know. Are you sleeping on the other side?
Ma'am, I've not heard about it.
No, ma'am, we have not heard, ma'am.
You have not heard about corollaries at all. Oh, that is terrible. Now, every theorem in geometry will have a few corollaries following it. A corollary is that aspect or that content of a theorem which is obvious because of the previous theorem. A corollary is an accepted statement or truth which follows a given theorem. Now, the BPT is the theorem that I have. All right. So, there are certain corollaries which follow that. That means you don't require to give the proof of these. They are automatically acceptable because of the theorem you have just studied previously. So, every theorem in geometry obviously will have a few corollaries. We are not interested in all the corollaries all the time. So, but sometimes these corollaries are to be, you should retain them with you because they may be useful in solving some problems. That's exactly why I'm coming here. If I know the corollary of a BPT, I can directly get my result that I want. That's why I'm focusing back on what is a corollary. So, we are writing the corollaries of BPT today, because this is what I will do in the next class, where we shall discuss how to verify the BPT by doing a small activity, which is our first activity or our experiment in on Saturday's class. All right. So now I am coming back to the BPT. Suppose we have triangle ABC such that DE is parallel to BC. Then the first or the obvious truth or the theorem with the proof we had was, if this condition holds, then by the BPT we wrote AD by DB equals AE by EC. So this is the main thing that we proved in the BPT. Is this clear? So if I have a triangle such that a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, this is the proof we have that this will happen. Apart from this result, there are a few other results also which is accepted because of this theorem. And those are called the corollaries for the particular theorem that we are focusing on. So because we are focusing on the main result, this is the main result of the BPT. Corollaries are those alternative results which are accepted without any proof. Actually, the proof is there, but because it is obvious from this result itself, we are not worried about the proof of those results. We can directly write them. Once the BPT is there, this is the main result. The remaining 3, 4 or 5 results are obviously going to happen because their proof also depends on this main proof only. Such things are called corollaries. Accepted truths which follow a particular theorem are called its corollaries. Am I clear? Now, what are those truths is what we are going to see. Now, look at the diagram carefully. I hope the diagram is clear to you on your device.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So, the first result was this AB by DB equals AE by EC. This is our main result. The first corollary that you can get is the reciprocal of these ratios are also true. If I say AD by DB equals AE by EC, I can also say DB by AD will be equal to EC by AE. That is the first corollary you must remember. It is just very simple because you are writing the reciprocal ratios. Can you understand? This does not require a proof because definitely those two ratios will also be the same. Because after all, these are two fractions which are equated. So if you take their reciprocals, their values will also be proportional. That's why we don't require a proof for this. Second one. The first corollary I think is very simple. It is understood because we have just taken the reciprocals. Now, the third corollary is also very simple. I can tell AD divided by AB, the whole length. The segment AB divided by AD will be definitely equal to AE divided by AC. I will write it, then you will understand. The second corollary is AD divided by AB equals AE divided by AC. This also is obvious. Why? Because this segment and this segment, they are already proportional. AD by DB, AE by AC. So if I take AD and AB is nothing but the sum of AD and DB. So this whole length AB, when it is the denominator for AD, it will be exactly equal to AE divided by AC. Because AC is after all AE plus AC. And we already know that the individual segments are proportional. Then the whole segments will also definitely become proportional. That's why this also does not require a proof. It is an obvious truth following this basic proportionality theorem. Then the third one, quite simple. Now I'm going to take the reciprocal of this itself. Will that be true? Because if two fractions are equal, their reciprocals will definitely become equal. So I can tell AB by AD will be equal to AC by AE. Right? Then the fourth one. Can you guess what would be the fourth one? I took AD by AB and I took AE by AC. Now which segment can I again combine? Any guesses?
Ma'am, BC.
BC has nothing to do with these four segments. The division is happening only in the other two sides, not to the parallel side. BC has nothing to do with the ratios. It's very obvious. See, I took AD divided by whole length AB. Then I took AE is equal to AC. There is another way of looking at the same four segments. Can I take BB by the whole length AB is equal to EC divided by AC? Can I take that? I took this AD and whole length AB. Then AE, whole length AC. Adhe tara, I will take this smaller segment. DB the togondo, matte purti length AB. Adhe tara EC togondre, divide it with AC. Then can you guess what will be the fifth corollary? Whenever I write one thing, I immediately do something after that. What is that?
Ma'am, could it be like a EA or DA? Like that?
EA.
From the reciprocal of fourth one.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
See,
that
the
one,
fifth
yes.
corollary will be the reciprocal of fourth one. Can you see? 1, reciprocal. 2, reciprocal. 3, the reciprocal. So in all, you will have 6 results. 1 as the main result followed by 5 corollaries. Alright? I think I'll write the fifth one also. Please write this down as corollaries of BPT. I forgot to mention yesterday. I don't know, somehow it has gone out of my mind. Good. because we took that problem, we came back to this. So 5 corollaries following the main result of the BPT. Somebody was asking me something in between, I missed it. Somebody was asking about EA and DA. What is that? Please come back again.
No, ma'am, as you told, B and like that for the fourth corollary you use, right?
Okay.
Can we like
Okay.
use the same like? Can you use the same thing with AE, like, or there's no changes?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Can you come back again?
Ma'am, I'm saying that as you for the fourth corollary, you used DB, DB and EC.
AB.
Means AB and EC. So you can't do like the same thing for EA and DA like that.
EA and DA. That's exactly what I've done here, no?
Okay.
EA and DA are nothing but AB and AE. You call it as DA and EA or AD and AE, they mean the same. It's not
Okay.
different from what you're saying. 2 is already the same what you're saying, right?
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Ma'am, corollaries are the pairs of triangles which you.
Sorry, be a little more louder.
Ma'am, corollaries are the pairs.
Are the base. What is?
Ma'am, pair. Ma'am, like you are doing AC by AE, DB by B, AB by
All
AD.
these are corollaries of your BPT. BPT has got only one main result. That is the 4 segments which are formed because of drawing the line DE are proportional. ಈ 4 ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದೇ ಬಿಪಿಟಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಿಪಿಟಿ ಇದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಬಾಕಿರೋ 5 ಟ್ರೂ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಈ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ see when to these fractions, like when I'm adding this one, sometimes I will subtract 1 or sometimes I'll take the reciprocal and then add 1. So there are so many ways in which from here you can reach here. You don't have to go and do the proof again originally. ಈ ಮೇನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ 5 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಗೆನು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಚ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊರಲರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ನೀನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್, all this are obvious truths. They will definitely happen ಅನ್ನೋದು. That's why they are called the corollaries of BPT. Have I clarified your point?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me, ma'am.
Good. Okay. Are there no girls in my class? I have only the boys always speaking. I get this doubt. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry. I
Ma'am,
interrupted you.
ma'am, for the main answer, we can just reciprocal and subtract it by 1, no, ma'am?
For the main answer, which main answer? Are you coming back to this question?
Yes, ma'am. We can just reciprocal and subtract it by 1, no, ma'am?
Good.
On both.
I wanted you to realize that. That's exactly why I did this. I read somewhere, but that was not the one I required. See, when you have to add and when you have to subtract comes by practice only. So sometimes when you are doing it for the first time, you may feel when I add, I may get the denominator as what I want because I get the denominator as AB and AC respectively. So always the tendency to add will be first. But by practice, if you know by subtraction also I can reach my required result, excellent. You have understood what you have to do. That's exactly why I did the addition first. All right, good. What you're saying is perfect. You can subtract and find it out for yourself. Okay, that was something one person was asking me. That is fine. Now others.
I also have one doubt.
ಈಗ ಈ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೋದು ಈ ಕೊರೋನರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ. Go to your problem. We had an by nt is equal to al by lc. We reached here. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಕೊರೋನರಿ ನನಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Or when you apply the BPT itself, BPT apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋನೇ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ 5 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. We are going to verify how the BPT works with respect to all these ratios. All right. Am I boring you too much? Because there are so many ratios that I am writing at a stretch. Now here somebody was suggesting by subtraction we may get. Let us see. Somebody suggested something. I don't know who was that person. I didn't know. Sorry.
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. Good. Okay, Kevin has suggested I will subtract 1 from both the sides of the equation and see whether I can reach my desired result. What was the result we required? We required AM by AB.
Is it necessary to write this, what you're doing?
Is it necessary what?
Ma'am, right now you're suggesting something, right? Is it necessary to note it
Yes,
down?
yes, you have to reach the result, oh my dear. We have not completed the problem yet. We got stuck up here and then I went back to the corollaries. Now we are trying to complete our problem. Somebody suggested subtraction will help me. Let me see if it is helping me also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Kevin, you suggested taking the reciprocal and then subtracting or directly subtracting 1?
Ma'am, he said reciprocal and
Ma'am,
subtract
Kevin
it by
is not
reciprocal
one.
there to speak, is it? Allow him to speak his idea, no? Why somebody is speaking on behalf of Kevin? Has Kevin left the meeting?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Please, you tell me you wanted to take the reciprocal and subtract 1 or subtract 1 and take reciprocal.
Ma'am, reciprocal, then subtract 1.
Okay, so he is suggesting I'll take the reciprocal of these fractions and subtract 1 to reach here. Let us try. So my reciprocal becomes Bm by Am equals Md by An. Correct? The first step is done. Now I'm going to subtract 1 from this. That's what he has suggested. I'm sorry I erased the diagram. I don't know if the subtraction will happen. Is this what you're telling? Others also please try. It is not that only I have to do because I am the maths teacher. You have to simply see what I'm doing. It is MB by AM minus 1 equals ND by AN minus 1. So will this subtraction help me to reach here? Is what I have to see. Let me see. Can I subtract MD from, AM from MD? Is the subtraction possible? Or is addition only required? Right, if you are subtracting, are you getting that? Because he suggested subtraction, simply let us not accept. Because I started with addition, I didn't get the result. Anyway, in the meantime, I draw the diagram. I think we've taken too much time on this problem. Actually, this does not require so much of discussion, but anyway, if it is fruitful and you are understanding, I'm happy. Oh, no, I messed it up.
No, ma'am, we are not getting.
You're not getting. Okay, somebody has already told not getting. Let us see. This is
Ma'am, shall we add and plus 1? Ma'am, shall we add plus 1 instead of minus?
Yeah, wait, we'll come back. Somebody has suggested subtraction, somebody is telling no, we will go back to addition. Now I'll tell you how the corollary will help me in saving my time. See, this was the diagram given to us, right? And we had to reach that AM by AN. AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. That is what yes. Yeah, hold on, yes.
Ma'am, by using second corollary, we can directly do the problem, ma'am.
That is because I have given you the corollary. Now you are very happily telling the second corollary will definitely help me in the original triangle itself. But this can be achieved even by adding, subtracting, taking reciprocal. This I think I will leave it to you. Somewhere some subtraction will help you, somewhere addition will help you, somewhere taking the first doing the addition and then taking the reciprocal will help you. Somewhere first subtracting and then taking the reciprocal will help you. All these permutation combinations you must try. That's why I asked whether you want to subtract first or take the reciprocal. Now, that I will leave it to you. That combinations of how to add, subtract, take reciprocals you will try on your own. But definitely you will get the result. Now, because I have introduced the corollaries already, I will take the corollaries itself in the original argument. Like, I will come back now. Again, the same two triangles. So, in triangle ABC on the top. By applying my BPT, I am going to write the second. Who is getting admitted now? By applying the BPT and taking the second corollary directly. What was my second corollary that I was trying to say? Not here. AD divided by the whole line AD. So here it will be AM divided by AD will become equal to AL divided by AC. Correct? This is my first equation. It is not the direct AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. It is AM divided by AB, which is equal to AL divided by AC. Similarly, in triangle ADC, again by applying the BPT, this time also I am taking the second corollary. AN by AD should be equal to AL by AC. So this is my second equation. Now look at the two equations. Again, your RHS is the same. So can I say my LHS also will be the same? That is AM by AB equals AN by AD. Is this the result what we required? This is the
Yes,
result
ma'am.
we required, is it not? By, don't say by, from equations 1 and 2. See, directly you got the result, no addition, subtraction, reciprocal, etc. Because I know all these results are obviously because of the BPT. Correct? Now you understand why the corollaries are to be retained. You don't have to go and do any addition, subtraction, reciprocal. But that's also the same because all these have come because of those exercises only. Like you add sometimes and then take the reciprocal, or you take the reciprocal and then add 1 to both sides of the equations. Sometimes you take the reciprocal first and subtract, or sometimes you subtract and then take the reciprocal. All this will lead me to all these results. So if you remember these results, then directly you can apply it. More practice you will get while you do the verification as your first activity in the Saturday's class. This is exactly why I want the practical and the theory to go side by side. When I do triangles, I should do the practicals on triangles. So that every time I write the ratios, I get that BPT registered in my mind perfectly. Clear? So this is problem 3 that we have completed. Some of you are trying to reciprocal and then add 1, take a reciprocal, subtract 1, or subtract 1 and then take the reciprocal, add 1, take the reciprocal. You will definitely reach here. One of the methods will help you. Which is that method is your smartness, how you use it. Anything to ask? I think I will stop here.
No, ma'am.
And the remaining problems, I will share the video of last year. Because last year also we have done the same thing. So I don't want to waste time again recording it. So if I push 3-4 problems ahead because of that video, we can take up the next part in the next class. Should that be all right? Should that be all right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yeah, ma'am.
Till this, please try everything on your own again, because while I am speaking, it will look very simple. Because I am doing the BPT every year. For me, it is like even if I sleep, I will be writing all this automatically. That much of repetition has happened for me. Similarly, when you repeat the problem again and again, the concept mastery will be better. So practice all these problems perfectly. See, all these questions are probably a 2 marks question. And you should know that this is an application of BPT that I have to do and complete it. So the more you practice on your own, the better understanding would happen. Clear? So I think we will stop here in the hope that you have put your names in the chat box. Today, after the class, I'll be sharing this video of the class as well as 3 to 4 more problems which I have done last year. The same exercise I have done, only thing the audience was different. Like your names are getting displayed here in the meet, their names or their videos will get displayed. Don't mind it because the content is the same, right? Okay, then I think if you don't have anything to ask, I will end the class here. I'll stop recording first.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sure that you have
Bye,
put your
ma'am.
name in
Thank
the
you,
chat
ma'am. Bye,
box.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Okay, then.
Ma'am, we finished.
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.